Welcome to Crochet and Confabulate with me, where we just crochet and confabulate, which is a fancy way of saying chat. I wanted to share a little bit about my crochet journey since I don't think I've ever really shared that with you guys. So I wanted to help you get to know me better, and I'd like to get to know you better. So start chatting down in the comments. So grab your whip and your coffee or tea and confabulate with me. Okay, the whip that I'm working on today is a Hygge-thon blanket. I'm a part of a Make-A-Thon where like a bunch of us get together and make the same project. And so I'm working on this blanket today. So we have to make 80 total granny squares and then get them all together. We have about a month to get it done. So anyway, that's what I'm working on today. So we'll see how far we get while I'm talking, because crocheting and talking at the same time is kind of a hard thing. You don't think it is, but it really kind of is. So we'll see where we get. I do have my iPad next to me. I have some questions that I think that you guys might have for me just to get to know me better and who I am as a crocheter. So I'm gonna try very hard to stick to that and not go off any rabbit trails. So the first question I have is, what got you started in crocheting? And so I'll share that with you. My grandma, when I was probably, I don't know, 7, she was just always working on a crochet blanket. I don't ever not remember going to her house and her not working on something. So, but I was probably 7 or 8 when she taught me how to crochet. So I remember sitting on her lap and her showing me how to do the stitches and stuff. And so then pretty soon I would be sitting over on my couch and I would be working on her crochet project for her. She usually just had something going. And it was, well, her favorite thing to make was the chevron blanket. Since she liked doing the chevron blanket, it's just something that when I see a chevron, I think of my grandma. I don't know if she frogged everything that I did on her project or not, because I'm assuming the tension and stuff would be off, but she let me work on it. The blanket would be halfway done and she would let me just sit and do rows for her. And I don't know if that bothered her or not. She had never seemed to bother her. I think she liked the idea of being able to show me that skill. So I don't know, that was kind of cool. The next question that I thought you might have is the first project I ever worked on of my own. So I used to crochet blankets for my dolls. I was an avid doll mom. So I would crochet little blankets and stuff for them, and I don't have those, but I did find probably 10 years ago, I found a scarf that I was working on, and I'm going to try to find the picture for you guys. But the scarf it started out decent, and then it went, and so I think I ended up throwing it away because I just thought this is silly to try and what, I'm not going to rip it out, and I don't need to save it and whatever. So I think I did throw that out, but I do have a picture of it somewhere. So that was the first thing that I tried to do on my own. And then for a while, my mom and I were knitting. So we would knit scarves and stuff. I remember there was this yarn that came out back when I was in high school, and it was thinner yarn, but it had all of these fuzzies that came off of it, and it was perfect for knitting because you could see the actual thread or the yarn it really well when you're knitting it. And so we would knit scarves with that, and I had quite a few different colors of that yarn in a scarf. So the next question that I thought you might want to know is, what are some of the early struggles that I had crocheting and what kept me motivated to keep going? I used to really struggle following rules. I didn't want to do a pattern for what it was. I wanted to tweak stuff on it and um, do my own colors and do my own like variations. I wanted to switch things up and make it my own pattern. But I started to realize that I had to learn how to follow the rules so that I knew when and where to break them. Which maybe by breaking the rules here and there, I did end up learning that because, I'd screw up and have to either frog it or live with it, which most times I would choose to live with it because I hated frogging projects. That was not my thing at all. Like, I hardly ever ripped a project out. So I would crochet a lot, as a kid with my grandma. And, into high school, I was knitting with my mom. And then I didn't do it for a long time. But when my son was born, on Etsy, I bought him this crocheted fisherman's hat and like diaper cover. I was going to use it as a photo prop for his, like, I don't know, first pictures or something. And I got it in the mail, and in my mind, I'm thinking, I can do this. What am I doing? I just need to figure it out. And so one of my friends, she was crocheting at the time. She had a little girl, and she's like, you can make stuff. Like, let me teach you how to do it. And so we sat down and I made my first beanie ever. And it was so exciting because I that to me seemed like a very hard concept because I was taught to do blankets and straight lines. And so the thought of like working it around, and that was so scary to me. But in fact, I think I found it easier to go like to do a beanie because it works up quick. It was easy to do, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So anyway, so this friend got me back into crocheting, and ever since then, I did not put it back down. I wanted to make all the cute things for my son. I quickly moved from beanies and stuff to like little outfits, and I even crocheted my boys a Halloween outfit that was so cute. They were both Frankenstein for Halloween this year, and it was adorable. I'm going to tell you what I hate to crochet. I know. It's hard to believe that as a crocheter, there are things that I hate to make. But I'm sure that, I guess everybody probably has this. So if you are a baker, there's probably things you hate baking. If you're an auto mechanic, there's probably certain things you hate to replace. So I do get that, I guess, a little bit. So what I hate to crochet is niche items that, like, I feel like would only work for certain people. Like, okay, so there's these really cute dumpster fires that they were getting crocheted. They were kind of popular, during after COVID and stuff. And I thought they were really cute, but they were very nichey. Like, not everybody's going to want that. Not everybody's going to get it. So like I wouldn't make them and put them at like my shows. I guess that's probably part of it, is it doesn't really go with my niche. So maybe that's what it is. So like at our markets, we sell a lot of wearables and baby items. Those are our two main things. And so I think that if it doesn't really fit in that, then I don't really enjoy making it. Now, with the exception that I do get a lot of custom orders, and those are niche items. Like, I have a friend, she's having me make her these really cute star pillows right now, and those are completely like a niche one-off item. And I love making that. Like, that doesn't bother me at all. Just, I guess, for when I'm market prepping and things like that, if it doesn't fit my genre, then I don't really enjoy making those things. But if I'm making it for a customer, I know it's specific and has purpose, and so then I feel like I'm not maybe wasting my time on it. I guess I would like to make things that are very like versatile or usable. Maybe I don't want things to be like wasted, like I don't want to make something and feel like it's just gonna like sit on a shelf and not be used for something. I mean, I guess beauty is a use in itself too, but I don't know. I want things to be usable and to be uber appreciated, I guess. I don't know. I don't enjoy making blankets as I sit here making a blanket. Um Blankets to me are very daunting. Like it takes forever to make a blanket. And so like that's hard cuz I have made blankets for customers before, and it's so hard to price them because they do take a long time. And it's just hard. Like I don't want to short myself, but I don't want people to feel like I'm, like overcharging them either. But yeah, blankets are not my favorite thing to make. Now, with that being said, when a blanket is complete, oh, my heart. You have no idea. Like it's so, so, so worth it. So I made an American flag blanket over the summer last year. When I was able to go out and take pictures of it, I'll put a picture in here right now for you. But when I was out taking pictures of this and like videos and reels, man, my heart was full. It was so beautiful and such an accomplishment. And you feel good about yourself when you do something so big like that. You feel like, you did a good thing and you worked on a big project and got it done, and it was just very accomplishing. And so I do enjoy that aspect of it, and I would make them just for that accomplishment piece. Let's talk about my favorite crochet project. So what is the most rewarding project that I've ever made? Well, when I started my crochet business, I did a show at a museum here in town. And what I decided to do for that show was, for every 2 beanies that I sold, I was going to donate a beanie to someone in the military. And we had a local squad that was local to Montana, who were overseas. I can't share their location, but they were overseas. And so we sold beanies that whole weekend, and we had enough beanies to send every single person in that squadron a beanie. And so that was like so exciting and so rewarding. And we even made it into the Army newsletter. So we were they send out a newsletter every like month, I think. And so we made it into the newsletter saying that we donated beanies to that squadron. And so we got some pictures of them, and that was just so cool. Like that was probably the most rewarding thing that I have ever done. Like it made me feel good to know that like we were supporting them and just showing our love and showing, that we were thinking about them. And so that was really cool. So my favorite type of project to make would be smaller items like uh, beanies. I do like making some amigurumi. Like the loaf cats are my absolute favorite thing to make. And you guys know that I've talked about the loaf cats before. I make a lot of loaf cats. I think since I started making them, I've made, is it over 130 of them? And like I'm in a few stores, and the stores are asking for more cats, and I know I need to make cats for my shows this summer. And yeah, so I need to get going on cats, but right now we're making a blanket. So I think that, the thing with making smaller projects is they just work up faster, like it's something that works up quick, and I don't have to feel like it's going to take me forever to do. The only thing that I do think though is that working on a longer project like a blanket, there is value in that. And I'm starting to see the value. like just the time it takes, the love that's put into it, the the hard work. I do value that side of it, and when those pieces are done and you see like how beautiful they are and all of that, it is very rewarding. And so I can appreciate the value of a longer project. But I do like the things that work up quickly. I think too, because I'm a market maker, we take things to market and, we sell items to, um, we have items that we sell in stores and stuff. And so I think for me, I'm always thinking of, what's quick, what's something that is easy to make, that like it just keeps the cost down for the consumer. And so I think that's why it's always on my head to just work on something that works up quickly, because that's just kind of what we do and what our niche is at right now. And I do appreciate the longer things though. And I think that it's hard though to sell items that take a long time because they cost more money, and it is hard to it's hard to put a value on my time, but I don't want to sell myself short, and I also don't want to overcharge people, right? So I really try to be fair in, charging an hourly wage for my time. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's like $12 an hour. I don't, I think some people charge like 20. And while, that's great, but a lot of times I just want to keep things at a decent cost for people, because I do know times are hard for all of us out there. And, you know, prices are expensive and eggs are high and all of that. And so I do understand that side of it. And I want people to be able to afford things that are beautiful and not break the bank. So, what would be a project that I would love to make but I haven't made yet? I've been wanting to make a pair of shorts. I've been seeing shorts on like Instagram and stuff, and I would like to make a pair of shorts for myself. But sounds silly, but like I'm kind of in the mode of losing weight a little bit. And so I don't know if I want to make them now or just wait until I've kind of gotten to a smaller weight. It's hard to make things knowing that like if you lose weight or whatever, like now this piece isn't going to fit you and you spent all these hours on it. Like I've made a few sweaters, and I am not the best sweater maker. I made it's like almost like a swimsuit cover up thing, and it's very like fishnetty, and it was so cute. And I was so excited to make it, and I get it done, and it is huge on me. And I was like at my heavier weight, so like it's gonna be even bigger on me now. And so I'm so bummed because it was adorable, and I spent all this time on it, right? And now I can't wear it. And so I need to either frog it or something. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at is it's very hard to crochet yourself stuff and then it not fit, or you lose weight and it doesn't fit. And so it's a little different than sewing. I feel like sewing, I could sew a shirt in an hour, and if it doesn't fit, there's not really a lot of time off my hands, versus crocheting it and I spend hours on it, right? So anyway, I do want to make a pair of shorts. I it's hard for me to make things for myself because I'm, in my mind I'm always thinking about like our markets and what we're doing and our stores that we're in, and I've got to make things for all of that. But my this year I've kind of told myself that I need to have some like guilty crochets where I make things for myself, because I don't want to lose the fun of this, like the fun of crochet. I don't want to miss out on that, and I don't want to lose that joy of it. So I did tell myself that I have to kind of focus on making myself some things here and there, just to keep me motivated and keep me going. All right, what keeps me hooked on crochet? So obviously, like when I was a kid, learning to crochet for my grandma. Like I wanted to make all the little cutesy things for my dolls, and um, then it became the cutesy things for my kids. And so now, so the last year or so, so I started crocheting for markets and stuff at the end of 2023. And that's also around the time that I found out I had cancer. And so I was crocheting a lot during that because like honestly, it really like kept me from feeling anxious because I was just, I had to keep my mind on a pattern, and I had to keep my mind on, counting rows and, reading patterns, and, you're just like focused on something. Plus, the act of crocheting itself is very soothing and relaxing for people. And so it was just a way for me to kind of cope and deal with stuff. And, I was setting up for markets, and I was getting into different stores, and so there was a lot of like goals being met and excitement there. And so, I just kind of, I guess I felt like I was a part of something bigger, and that kind of kept me going and kept me motivated and helped me deal during that time of cancer, which is, it's scary. It's not a fun time to walk for sure. But I think that, if you can keep your mind strong and you can keep your um, joy and keep your motivation for things, then you get through it and you deal with it and you cope with it. And you know, I I did definitely feel my feelings, and I'm not saying to brush things under the rug at all, but I think having a good strong mindset is very important, and so that's what I tried to do. And now I'm cancer free for 1 year today, which is exciting. Um, but yeah, I think I crochet a lot now, just for that, like just remembering where it got me through and how it took me from kind of a very scary place and brought me joy and brought me excitement and goals that were being met, during that time. And so I'm thankful I had crochet. I'm thankful that I had a hobby, right? Like something that was something that brought me joy. I hope that everyone in this world can find something that brings them joy, whether it's a hobby or music or, I don't know, dancing. I mean, something, right? We all need something to help us cope with the hard things in life. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think that's a big thing for me, is just where it got me through, helped me walk through a dark time. And here we are now. And it's still fun. I still enjoy crocheting, and I still enjoy like the art of it and producing art, and that is very rewarding to me. Okay, so I want to know your crochet journey. Do you crochet? Do you knit? Are you an embroiderer or maybe a sewer? Or if not, are those some things that you might want to learn? Or are there things that you want to learn that maybe you haven't yet? What are your hobbies? All of those things. Like, comment down below, because I want to know. I want to get to know you guys just like you're getting to know me. I want to confabulate with you. Remember, that's the fancy word for chat. If you've been a crocheter like your whole life, who taught you how to crochet? Maybe some of you have been crocheting your whole life. Maybe some of you like just started recently. Are there things that you struggle with, things you like to make, things you don't like to make? I would love to hear all of it in the comments down there. So I stay close to the comments section after I post videos. I'll be down there to comment back with you guys and engage with you. What did you guys think of Crochet and Confabulate? Is that a stupid name? I was trying to come up with something that was a little bit different than the like traditional crochet and chat or crochet and talk or whatever. I wanted to be like, I don't know, kind of catchy, kind of different. But that's me. That's my personality. I don't like, I don't know, copying or whatever. So anyway, I wanted to do something that was just a little bit different. So what do you guys think of it? Is that a good way of explaining our crochet and chat sessions? I'm sorry this video is a day late. I have been so sick. I was sick all over the weekend, and up until yesterday I started feeling good, which was Wednesday, which was the day I was supposed to post a video. I was feeling kind of good yesterday, and so I said, well, you know what, today I could probably make a video. We'll just do a crochet and chat so I don't have to be out and about or running around, because I am still kind of tired. And of course, my voice sounds a little bit funny. If you've been here for a while, you'll probably notice that. But it's fine. I definitely am feeling better, which is good. Like, I did my hair and makeup today, and I was like, oh, I feel like me again. So that's always a good thing. I had to make a few cuts because I was coughing and stuff. So it's not just a total one piece video. If you guys are wondering about this pattern, this is by Not a Crawl Crochet, and I'll definitely link it down below so you guys can make that if you're wondering or wanting to make your own. I will throw that down there. It's a really cute pattern. It just came out a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, about a couple weeks ago. Our Make-A-Thon group that's together, that's hosted by Melissa Made That, and I'll also link her down below. But there we have it. We have our one square done. I need to make 4 total every day. So it takes me about an hour or so, but I got a little behind because I had been sick. Like, if I'm not crocheting when I'm sick, it means I'm really sick. So, yeah, so a few days I didn't make anything, and then one day I made 1 square. Yeah, we're getting caught up now, which is good. So we have this one done. They're so pretty. And the yarn that I'm using is the Knit Picks and We Crochet, the Wool of the Andes tweed. These are beautiful. If you've not seen any of my reels with them, go check them out. Our Instagram link is Cultivating Wild Roots, so you guys can check us out on there. But yeah, I've done a few reels with this yarn, and they're beautiful. So anyway, yeah, you could check that out. The skeins are so fun, and like the color, like the whole color palette together is beautiful. Like, they did a really good job on this. So anyways, if you liked our video today, if you liked hanging out and crocheting and confabulating together, please follow us. Like, I plan to do more of these videos. I think it'd be fun to get to know you guys and chat with you guys more and all of that. So please subscribe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you had fun with me today and would like to have more content like this, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link down below where you can help just support our page and help us keep going and doing these fun things with you guys. So yeah, that would be much appreciated, and we'll definitely do a shout out if you guys decide to buy a coffee. Remember to chat down in the comments because I'm here waiting for you guys. And yeah, it's been fun with you today, and I hope to do this again very soon. And we'll see you next time. Bye.